Are y'all listening? Bro, I'm not even gonna be here for too long, bro. But it's fucking crazy, bro. Anybody listening to Diddy coverage, it seems like not much going on. It's like unclimactic or whatever. But child, to this week just keeps getting crazier and crazier and crazier. Um, I think it was I forgot when, it just maybe a couple days ago, because today is Tuesday. Fuck, it's Thursday. Well, someday in a couple days ago, I heard Millie hinting at like the lawyer like finally left or whatever, and people have been speculating about that and stuff, but earlier this morning, if you guys haven't seen already on Documentings, the lawyer that she was working with in Florida filed to withdraw from the case for her being like unreasonably difficult while also not being compensated. So that happened around like 10:30 a.m. And then literally like not even like 30 minutes ago, the judge also ruled on it. It was super fast. The judge ruled that the lawyer can withdraw. So right now Millie has no lawyer working on her behalf, and she has up until next Friday to get another one, like get another local attorney. But like then it goes to ask, like, so what happened with her campaign that she's working on towards 100K? It seemed like she raised maybe about what, upwards of to 30K right now. And I don't know, because at some point, y'all remember, after she hit about 10K, 15K, she hit the final number or whatever. So nobody could really see that unless you're her. So where's all of that money going? I feel like before like they got to the deposition phase or something like that. I didn't she say that like she gave them like at least 5,000 or 10,000. Like I remember like the number 15,000 coming out. Like she had to do something, but she clearly had been taking out money to do something. But it's just like, bro, like what is going on? Literally, what is going on? What does this mean for the case? At this point, that's the only update we have. And it seemed like we're going to have to wait until at least next Friday, which is her deadline to get another attorney. If you guys want more information and a legal breakdown, follow Document Tings on Twitter, and he's also here on Station Head as well. So he already went live and broke down like basically what the judge said and what they filed for and stuff like that. And so yeah, man, like this is kind of crazy. So I just saw that she's scheduled to go live in about like 30, not even 30 minutes. It says 1 p.m. Eastern, which is in about 15 minutes from now. So, child, let's see what she says. But um where is that money going? No shade. Where's that money going? And what is she doing with it? And will she find another attorney? I mean, I heard her talking the other day about like to send her recommendations for pro bono attorneys, people who don't want to be paid. But I just don't understand. Like, if she was already with Unite the People or whatever, and they're supposed to help out with low cost legal services, and she didn't pay them, like, what does she think finding a regular attorney is going to do? Like, I don't get it. And even outside of that, like, it's just not looking good for her at all. So, man, I cannot wait. I mean, child, I'm gonna just be over here sipping my tea, eating some fucking popcorn. It is too much going on. So, yeah, she said she paid them, but they said they never received a penny from her. What? She said she hid it because of the stalkers. That's crazy. So yeah, like I don't know, like that's really all I wanted to say right now. I still got a lot of stuff to do. I dropped something earlier. She showed the receipt. Okay, well, hopefully she posts the receipts, child, because like, you know, it's getting crazy out here. The streets is talking. The streets been talking, okay? Streets been talking. The streets been doubted that she was going to use the money for what it was raised for. And so, will that fund be investigated? Will people ask for their money back? And that's really the tea, because it's just like, she's another one, Millie, like her supporters, they act just like how like some of the barbs act when it comes to Nikki, like, like Nikki can do no wrong and stuff like that. And it's like, if you're one of her hardcore supporters that really donated to her because you really want to see her win or whatever, are you going to go and ask about your money? Like, are y'all just going to sit there and like let this go how it's going, or what are y'all going to do? Like, are you going to do something? Like, eh, y'all got to stand up. Y'all got to stand up. This girl is living in delusion. I wonder how much he was asking for. She's literally on her station head right now. She's live. I'm glad I never sent a penny. Child. Let me see something. Oh, no, it says she's not live yet. Yeah, child. I'm trying not even like address that, because people, they just want to act dense, like they just want to say something to be responded to. So niggas know what's going the fuck on, and they could, do whatever they want. So anyway, yeah. But so I'm definitely gonna be in tune for that. Follow this account, like if you really want this dude, like the dude who runs the what's it called? The Twitter account document things. What's his shit again? Is I Green Tech on Station Head. That's his Station Head at. And so he was live already 2 times today. Once again, he went live when the paperwork came out about the lawyer filing to withdraw, and then he went live again breaking down what the judge said and ruled on that. So that's a good person to follow, because he usually goes live like when something happens between legally between Millie and Meg. Like, he's not messy. He's just literally the person who's running documentings and putting all of the paperwork on the timeline. So yeah, man, like, ciao. Anyway, I hope everybody is having a great day. Um, I'm watching a different lawyer today when it comes to the Diddy coverage. It seems like, I don't want to say calm, but it's like I haven't, and I gotta try to be a little bit more unbiased. But thus far, I haven't heard anything like super crazy that the defense is asking Cassie. Like they're being calm and gentle with her, which, this lawyer saying is a good tactic, because like, it's she's been through trauma as well as being pregnant. So they're not going to speak as aggressively, but their questioning still needs to get their point across. And they're asking Cassie about like, oh, have you ever seen, like, what is Diddy's drug of choice? Did you ever see him withdraw and stuff like that? And so it's like some of the questions, if you're looking at like what the attorneys are asking Cassie, is kind of like not really making sense. But then the lawyer that I'm just watching, she was like, maybe it's gonna be the defense strategy as painting Diddy as an addict, just like Cassie was, because they were both addicted to drugs. And yeah, like, he taking the sympathy route. Like, that's what it's going towards that right now. But I think they're on a break right now for lunch. And so I guess hopefully they'll come back maybe by 1:30, who knows. And I guess continue on for the rest of the day. I think one of the lawyers said that they plan to question her until the end of the day tomorrow, which is Friday, which kind of makes sense. Wait, but then like she's going to go for they need to redirect her. The prosecution is going to need to redirect Cassie based on what Diddy's lawyers ask. So I haven't really heard nothing too crazy. This is day what? I think it's day 4. Yeah, it's day 4. Because Monday was day 1, Tuesday is 2, Thursday, Wednesday is 3. Today, yeah, so today is day 4. Tomorrow's day 5. Woo, man. So hopefully you'll see me drop a couple of things on YouTube. I got one thing out earlier, and then I'm gonna work on some other things regarding like some other stories from this week about like Doja and Hallie and stuff like that. Yeah. So man, but keep y'all spirits up as always, and we'll check in later. Even though nothing crazy is happening right now, not I have a motherfucking imposter, bitch. I thought it was me typing in the chat. But regardless of how today goes, I'll still tune in to see what Armand is saying later. Let me actually refresh YouTube real quick and see if what's that girl named Tisa went live. Tisa tells she was live earlier this morning. I didn't like go, but she usually goes live during breaks and stuff like that. But she need to eat. She need to eat. Wait, why is everybody picture profile picture looking like me? I'm confused. I believe it about Millie, but I ain't never liked her anyway. Yeah. It's going to be real interesting to see, how she explains this one. That's what it is. It's going to be real interesting to see how she explains this one and if she provides any receipts because she's saying she paid the lawyer saying allegedly. That's what somebody said. The lawyer saying that like they didn't receive anything. Now, that's what happened. Just do it. The lawyer that Millie was working with in Florida filed to withdraw from the case for lack of compensation, and also there's something else that said like being difficult to work with or deal with or something like that. And then within an hour or so, the judge had ruled on that filing saying like you can be relieved of your services, like basically like you don't have to represent Millie anymore, and she's on her own. She's on her own until she has until next Friday, I believe, to find a new local attorney, somebody who is licensed, I guess, or I don't know how you say it, like, but somebody who can practice in Florida. Okay, so yeah, it can't just be any attorney. It has to be somebody who was licensed to practice in Florida, and that's what Unite the People, I think, was taken care of, like in terms of like finding a local attorney, because it's like they're just an organization that finds you representation on your behalf. And now she kind of has to do it. Like she has nothing, she has nobody to help her. So it's going to be really interesting to see if she could pull this together. She was asking for pro bono attorneys. I don't know who would be willing to take this case on for free. And I'm not even sure, like, why are you asking for pro bono attorneys if you're already in a campaign working towards 100K? Like, that's really not making sense to me. So the big question is, where is that money going? How much money has she raised? Where is it going? Is it misappropriation of funds? Can she prove that she used the money for what the purpose is? Will that thing give, send, go, investigate, how she did the campaign, how she spent the money? Could this be another federal complaint? Like, bro, like you doing too much. Like Millie is doing too much, putting her life on the line, playing all of these games. At the end of the day, your first, concern in anything should be the two daughters, the two kids that you have to take care of. And this girl moved like she ain't got nobody, that she's old, like she's, just by herself. It's like, bro, like this is not about you. And I don't know why, if she thinks that, even like the news that came out yesterday, it's like, yo, like at the end of the day, what does that really mean? That if Kelsey Bodyguard coming out saying that Kelsey said that she shot the gun or whatever, when it's like, what does that really mean? That y'all not filing that within court, like, so it's like it's not doing anything, other than like trying to sway public opinion. So this shit is just messy. It's all over the place. But my point in saying that was like, for some reason, if I don't know if this how she think, it feels like let's say if like some shit was to really come regarding Kelsey, like to prove like, oh, Kelsey or Tori didn't really do it. I don't know why she thinks that that's vindication for her, as if like, oh yeah, all my worries will be gone because I was right and da 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 da. Bitch, regardless of what happens with Tori, you're still gonna have this lawsuit. You're still gonna have this lawsuit. So She needs to focus. I don't know, like, I don't know, she's just willing to take it lying down, seriously, and she's take it lying down and then pocket all of the money. That's what it's giving. Woo! No, that's what when I so remember rewind, when I said they was asking for 15K when it came to the deposition time, that's wrong. It was 15K around the time I remember her saying like it was 5 or 15K she had to pay. It was around the time when her and Megan started mediation. That's what it was. That's what it was. But and allegedly she has Millie has a deposition next week. So, man, and like um the judge, what was I gonna say? Yeah, trying to block this person. How do you block somebody? Oh, okay. Um, Let me get off of here. Yeah, I just did. So, well, I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, it's Thursday. Child, let's see what Millie got to say. But thank y'all for coming through real quick. Once again, I'll try to go live on playback and here around 6 p.m., which is usually when Armand goes live and see what he has to say about what happened in court today. Okay. So um shout out comfortable love. Um and we'll talk soon, okay? Have a great rest of y'all day. Go get something to eat. Peace.